How's it going, guys? Welcome back. This is Keith. Just an update on one of them little rare 1987 rally slash race car kit. The decals are 1987 and they've held up great, I think. Yeah, some of them yellow, but when you use the lukewarm water, otherwise they'll tear, because I happen to have one of the door advance signs on the side, as you can see. But I'm going to take one off the spare one that I have in there for myself, because the other one's getting done as a street version. I know I didn't put the top one on correctly, the reason being the blue line's supposed to be touching the trim, and I barely touched up the trim with a paintbrush, so that still has to be neatened up. But that's what the little Advan kit looks like when it's built up into the race rally version. The back bumper is off right now. I still have the choice to put the interior in or put the half cage or the full roll cage in with the full roll cage in with the bucket seat that comes in it, with the Recaro bucket seat that comes with the engraved seat belts. So as a little K car, I think it looks awesome, guys. I hope you like it. The black spotlights, as you see, they're going to be coloured silver, and then I'm going to put a clear yellow lens over them. I'm going to paint it with clear yellow lacquer paint. The Tamiya lacquer, yellow, clear. So yeah, just showing you my little update on it. It was going to be the street build, but I turned this one into the kit off the box. There's only one big decal I won't be able to get on because I have the rear spoiler on. It's the one that goes around the back window. It's black and it covers down to where it says Suzuki Sports. It goes around the whole big back window down to where it says Suzuki Sport. So yeah, I can't use that, but it doesn't matter. I still have the lights to put into it. I put in a few decals. I left out a lot of the white Advanced Sport decals. I left out the Japanese logos as well, and the crosses and all that goes on the spotlights. So that's the update on this little build, the little Suzuki Alto Works kit, rare 1987. It was produced but released in 1988 as the kit. It says on the documents, like on the instructions in the kit. Anyway, this is another bit of a mail call, the continuance of yesterday's mail call. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys. My camera is actually on charge right now, so I would have using the tripod, so I'm holding my phone. I'm sorry for all the racket with the budgies in the background. So hopefully is hang on now for the unboxings and see. I already took the 3D printer out of the box for you to see what's in it. So first is the Elegoo, as is now Elegoo Pro, Mars Pro 3D printer. Reason I say non-sponsored on the video and the ad is because I think it's because of the copyright thing. You can't, you know what I mean? But I bought this, so I'm doing a review and unboxing of my kit, so they can't say. I'm hoping they don't turn off the comments again. Also included in that box, because that box is empty now from the 3D printer, is the tool set you get. You get a proper sharp, like an old paint scraper, but you use it for scraping the thing off, the resin off, the bills off the plate. The gloves, the measure cup of resin for when you're putting the resin in, because you do it by weight. The seal for the UV box. You get a brand new modelling snips and sprue cutter. as you can see, good little quality one as well, and it feels better in my hand that it's square, and it's branded as well, so it's branded XORON, XORON, or whatever, XORON Corp, as you can see there. Or is it XDRON? I don't know. But it's very sharp, it's nice, it can be used for many building models. And the power supply plug for the 3D printer. I don't know what this piece is yet. I think it's a stand or some type of thing for holding something. Yeah, a few masks. They give you a few masks as well. They give you a few filters. They give you the rest of the power supply plug. And another scraper, only a plastic one, more delicate one. And then the tools to tighten the build plate and all onto the thing. So that's everything that comes in the toolbox of the Elegoo Mars Pro 3D printer. Again, this is an unsponsored video, a private video. It's strictly over 18s. So YouTube, you need to cut me some slack here to stop knocking out my comments on every time I do a review of kits that I buy, my personal stuff. You knock off my comments. Today, I got what I was waiting on, lads. I got my spray boot. My portable spray boot falls into a suitcase, as you know, because a lot of you have it. In this big bag is all the ducting, the piping, also another little box, could be a toolbox of some sort. Oh, it's actually the power supply box, the plug, power supply for the boot when it's on, and for the main piece, my portable spray paint boot. I told you I was going to get all these. Sorry for the shaking hand, I'm holding it in my hand as I'm doing this, lads. So it's a good, solid, good quality. Big fan on the back, obviously, the on-off switch and the power plug. So yeah, I got my spray paint boot that I needed badly. My 3D printer, which are great tools for my hobby that we have. Our hobby that seems to be growing a lot, because I've seen a lot of new channels lately pop up. I've been subscribing to them, but they haven't been subscribing back. Maybe because I don't think they know, like, because they know that that's what you do. You support each other's channel. But like, I'm not gonna whinge about that. You know what I mean? It's not. I build for me, and I get all these tools to make my work better. To give you guys something to watch and look at, and hopefully enjoy. In that flat pack as well, by the way, sorry, is my table desk, my work desk. But the 3D printer is not going to be on that. The spray boot is going to be on that, on one side. This is just in one of them IKEA type things. There's 3 drawers down one side, and then the table is the length there of the box, say. So hopefully my chair, I was going to get a new chair, but I only got that one I have last year. It's only a bit creaky. Maybe if I greased it up a bit, it'd stop creaking. So that's the plan anyway. This car, again, as I said, I think it looks cool for the 1987 release kit. 1988 it says on the box actually, but it was designed in 1987. The decals look rather good for the 1980s, 30 odd years in a box. They did yellow, but they're not completely not usable, if you get me. The strips here, all this comes in one piece except the right advan and that, but the strips can come off if you want gently. If you put a little bit of yoke stress on the line, say, or rub the blade gently down it, which whoever gets one of these kits on me, that's right. I'm giving you as a bit of advice if you're going to do it off the box, like this one, just to having you as a stash or whatever. Do all the body decals first after you paint the car, and then do all the bumpers and everything else, and the little number badges and plates. Do the big decals first, the blue, the coral blue and the navy blue. Do all them first before you do any other signage or sponsors that's on the car. As you can see, like, it's exactly like the real ones I put in the video of the unboxing, with the turbo vent grill and all on the bonnet. Now you can fit a small engine in this, because I've actually a little engine I got off a friend there. He 3D printed a few little Cosworth engines for me, and one of them fits in. I took the oil pan off it because the oil pan is built into the chassis on this car, so just to see where it fit, and I put it in and put the body on top, and it fits. So if I was to had to cut that hood out, I could have had a Cosworth engine in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to do with the street version one that I'm going to do. So yeah, the guys that are lucky enough to get these on me, just is know yourself. I wish I could send one to everyone, but I can only get a couple, like, so being fair, the guys that looked after me and all, like, and I know I've looked after them back. I already have some promised out, to guys, so. But don't forget, I already said there's still one or two there that I'm willing to do trades for if any is. I got me Datsun truck, cost me over £50, €60. It cost me 60 odd euros in my own money, 50 English pounds. It was over 50 English pounds to get my Datsun truck, the MPC Datsun truck with the orange and tin decals. It was one of the trucks I've been waiting to get a long time. It's a kit I've wanted for a long time, and I got it. I did overpay for it, but I got it. And I also got me Cosworth Sierra, which I'm super happy about, all on the way in the post. I bought a lot of rare kits because the kits I wanted, and I know I asked a few guys for help in getting them, of kits I wanted. In return for kits that they wanted, I would have gotten them kits, like as I've done already in the past. But yeah, when I was looking for them certain kits, no one actually had the chance to pick one up. And yeah, so I ended up overpaying on Amazon to get them. Could have gotten them on eBay, but it'd take a lot longer, like a couple of days, and I'll have them off Amazon, you know what I mean? These are all next day delivery stuff, the 3D printer and the thing, but they were 2 days waiting because the weekend came up, and then the local courier postman lied by saying he tried to deliver yesterday, but he didn't. I think he's just a little, to be honest, he's only a little skinny weakling of a thing. So I think he just couldn't have been, he just wasn't bothered in carrying the boxes. in big boxes over to the door. You know what I mean? Which all you had to do was walk one from the car or the van to the door, go back and pick up another one, and then go back and pick up another one because it was 3 boxes. But I don't think he was bothered. I think he just say, "Oh, I tried to deliver. I put them in the postal hub, let them collect them themselves. They're too heavy. I'm not man enough to carry them myself to the door and deliver them." That's what I'm assuming, because the postmen these days have been letting everybody down in every country. They've been doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Yeah, you still get your packages, but they give you a runaround. For instance, I sent packages to 2 guys over in the USA. You already know who they are. And Doug Hensley, he got his in return for sending me mine. They gave him the runaround to collect his. They gave Mike the runaround to collect his. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think they're bothered or even trying hard enough to deliver people's packages. And I've been watching YouTube ads of Amazon and other couriers dumping people's parcels. It's on YouTube, like, just dumping them in fields and just saying, yeah, they delivered them. So they can turn around and say, it says them driving around all them addresses and giving out parcels or whatever. They were just dumping them in fields, and then at least then they can say, well, you must have got stolen off their porch or whatever, because that's all they have to say. But see, in here in Ireland, you can't do that, because there's postal hubs. If you can't deliver a parcel, you have to let them know or drop it to the postal hub. Do you know what I mean? And usually they leave a letter to say collect it from the postal hub, which is a post place that holds it, a warehouse like that holds the post. And you just go and collect it. Within, if it's there more than 6 hours, it should be ready to collect. If it's not, then it'll be the next day delivery, like next day collection. So yeah, that's just a little rant about the mailing in all of our countries acting up. They're taking this corona COVID-19 virus, they're using it to their advantage and not doing their job and getting paid. And it's wrong. Because that's all people can do on lockdown is shop online. And then they're not getting their packages because these ignorant postmen, not all, I'd say about 50% of them, are just ignorant and don't give a S about anybody but themselves and their own wage. If they're not getting paid any extra to deliver things, they don't care whether you get it or not. Do you know what I mean? But then it's left to us to try get refunds or get a new one sent out. And eBay, I never listen to that on eBay. I'll resend you a new one, because they never do. They buy themselves time. They don't resend you a second one, because honestly, it happened to me before. He said, I'll resend you out more paint. I says, alright, that's fine. I accepted his offer of resending the paint out again. I'll never forget it. So I tested it again. I got a package. Said I didn't get it. It was only like a necklace, a little chain. A €2 necklace on my daughter. I said I didn't get it. Just to see what they send it. And I gave them an extra week and a half. And then I contacted and says, I got the parcel. And he says, oh, that's the second one I sent. I said, is it? Because this is dated back to when you sent the first one. Oh, well, then the second one might get there. Well, I said, if it does, I'll send it back. And they said, no, I won't send it. Oh, you don't have to send it back. You can either pay for it again or keep it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can pay for it out of the goodness of your heart, like, or you can just go ahead and keep it. So I was saying, right, I'll pay for it if it comes. It was only €152 or something. It was only a cheap little love heart necklace for a child. And it's split in half, and it says best friend. You give your best friend one half, and the person that gets it keeps the other half. And then no second one ever came. They just buy themselves time. That's what they do. They buy themselves time for then, if it goes over 90 days, you can't leave bad feedback. You can't leave negative feedback for a legitly undelivered parcel. And then you're left trying to get refunds. They don't acknowledge it. eBay tells you whether they can or not refund you. And 9 times out of 10 they can't. Because of this, and because of that, and because you left it this long. And do you understand? Like, I'm just getting everything on my chest here about the postal services. It's why I hate shopping online. It is. I'd rather click and collect or else something like that. But when I buy off eBay, I make sure I read the feedback. If they've had under 95% positive feedback, well then I wouldn't trust them. They have to have 95 up. They lose like the 5% for some neutral feedback as well. And a couple because they were late. They get bad feedback because a couple of parcels were late. But I don't mind it being late. But if they extend the delivery time on the page when where you're after buying the parcel, if they extend the time they ask you to wait on that, at least then it gives you more time. It's adding on time for you to be able to leave negative or positive feedback. And if they were honest sellers, well then they wouldn't worry about it. Do you know what I mean? Because they know you were going to get your parcel. I'm sorry for ranting, it's just me with the way these parcels lately have been going. They're a load of my hoop and I'm just sick of it. But yeah, I had to go and collect everything myself yesterday and today, so I don't know why they're being paid. I think I should be getting paid for collecting my own stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have had the same problem, and who's watching this now at home has this problem all the time. You just have to keep running around and getting the, like I said, happened to Mike and it happened to Doug only there a couple of weeks back. The local post, and they work with On Post this country, USPS and On Post. On Post was great until COVID hit. When COVID hit, they just went downhill. But see, you have to put tracking on everything now with On Post. Otherwise, you don't know when it's going to turn up or where. The only time you know is when you get the delivery notification, whether it's tracked or not. You get a delivery notification. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, usually what they do is if they don't get a signature, they just take a photograph of the address, just if the whole door to say, like, there you go, that's just the proof, like, the number of the door or whatever. They have mad methods of doing things. It's weird. But yeah, lads, I'm going to be doing my room soon. I'm going to have to clear out the whole room, leave everything that's on the walls and all. We're going to clear out all the lockers, build this table here. I have to keep the futon for the dogs when they're in the room with me. They sit on that and go to sleep on that, as you know. I have my telly on the wall. I have my computer on the desk beside me, so maybe this will go on the desk, but on the opposite side of the spray booth. The 3D printer is going to be in the middle because it says keep out direct sunlight, so it's going to be in the middle. There's a wall between the two windows, like a middle frame, like that one there. See, right, that has a window there, a wall, and then a window in the corner behind the kettle thing. See the kettle thing? Yeah, but that's her old kettle. She uses that for filling up the steam mop. She doesn't boil it, she just fills it up, brings her out, pours her into the steam mop. But yeah, in my hobby room there's a wall like that. I have a window here, small little window, and then on the right a window, and then a wall. So the 3D printer is going to be in the middle of the wall on a stand high up. So when I have got the window open, and if there's any fumes, it'll be going out the window. I might use the fan on my DIY paint booth that I had. I might use that as an extraction fan for the fumes of this, even though it has a filter and a yoke built into it. I might just have that sucking the fumes. I'll just have the pipe dangling behind it to suck the fumes out and out the window, just to keep the room toxic free, if you get me. Well, lads, sorry for the rambling on. I've just been a little narky today over the post, having me to go and, being lazy, having me to get up on my ass and go and collect my own post when they're being paid to do it. Like, when you pay for postage, I think they should actually deliver. You know what I mean? Yeah, they deliver, but they don't deliver to your door. They make you go and collect the bloody thing. Anyway, no more rambling. I'll chat to you again soon, guys, and more future things to come soon. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you think the little Alto Works kit looks good. I think it looks deadly. It's not finished by any means. I'll show you the final. I'm putting on different wheels. I'm not putting on the wheels that comes on the car, even though they came on it as a stock car as well, and as the race car. But there's other wheels that come with it. Like, people had all like long champs and all that on it, on the little Alto Works cars, as you can see in the pictures that on the video I made of the kit of the real cars, when I showed the real cars in person in Japan. Because people that don't know, these aren't even a 1 litre car, but they were as fast as a 1.5 or even faster than some Civics and other cars, because all you have to do is upgrade the turbo that it comes with. Yeah, very shit quick little car for the small car. Turbo with an intercooler. So, if you knew what they were, see, we get Japanese cars over here. We always have. We don't have to wait till they're 25 years or that, not old, before they can be imported. We can get them from, if a 2021 car is made, we'll get it in 2021 in Ireland. You know what I mean? Anyway, have a good day, lads. Chat to you again soon, and keep modelling. Key to stay safe. Bye, lads. Bye bye.